I'm gonna start the recording. Hi everyone. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas is kind of still over, but I don't know if there's still a present out there to be had. Christmas is not over until the last present is in, right? Mm-hmm. That's my rule. Hi,
you got that right.
Hi, Amy. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Hi, Judy. Great to see you.
Hey, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us. What's the most exciting thing about 2020?
I'm alive.
You're alive.
Kick-starting the business.
Yeah. Well, isn't 2020 like perfect vision? Perfect focus? That's how I like it about 2020. So I want to share some things with you tonight. I'm excited to have you all on because I think you're all excited about your business for 2020, aren't you? Woohoo! That's what I want to hear. I'm going to take these off. But I wanted to just kind of remind you, kind of get us back to, we've been off for a couple of weeks. Do you feel like you've had a little bit of vacation?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I decided to really take some time, and, I have to tell you that on Christmas Day, I changed my pajamas. It was perfect. It was just perfect. I celebrated Christmas on Sunday, and so Christmas Day was just a real relaxing day for me, and I know I needed it. But I am just ready always. I love the new year. I love the change of the. Even though I believe every morning we have the opportunity to create a new day every day and to make a new start. There's just something cleansing about the new year starting. And gosh, this is like my 65th year. So, I hate to admit that, but better than the alternative, I guess. But anyway, I'm just excited to share some ideas with you, and let's get this year going as a team and talk about some of the things that we'd like to accomplish. Does that sound good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I need to figure out here. Okay, here we are. And I'm trying to be better with using PowerPoint and presenting these workshops. So I'm going to just ask you a few questions to make sure that, hi, Robert. I see you swirling around there. Robert is a brother director of mine. He's on our team, so happy you joined us. Do we have anyone else who is hospitality that's joining us tonight? So happy to have you.
Me.
Who's me?
Judy.
Hi, Judy. Oh, hi, Judy. Yeah, great. You can join us too. But of course, I'm thankful for our Joe Pack team. And let's get going here. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm sharing a PowerPoint. And hopefully, and my question for you is, you see on the screen, thank you, 19, welcome 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see something just below that says click to add notes?
Yes.
You do see that. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't add any notes. So I'm going to just try to make this just a little bit bigger. Is that better for you?
Mm-hmm.
I just ordered new glasses. I feel like I'm at the doctor going, number 1, is this better? Or number 2, is that better? Who would like to share for a second? Why would we say thank you to 2019? Do I have anyone on tonight who is really excited about what happened with them in 2019, and they're really excited about it, really proud of themselves? Who would like to share for a second?
I will.
Okay.
This is Kelly.
Okay.
So I started in May 29th, and within 6 months I made director.
Woohoo!
This is really
exciting. And I really, when I first joined, I was just like, oh, cool, I can get all this stuff for, $1,000 or $250, and I didn't really know where it was going to go. And in November, I quit my job, and due to medical reasons, but Pampered Chef has definitely been there to help with the income, and I can't wait to just keep pushing forward and earning that next trip.
Awesome. So it's definitely thank you 2019.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, excellent. So, and what's exciting, of course, is that we're welcoming to 2020. And again, I think of that as kind of perfect vision and perfect for the future. Pampered Chef is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. And if you haven't heard, we're also earning a Bahama or a Caribbean cruise. Are any of you as excited about that as I am? Huh? Who's excited about that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Me.
Okay. Do I have anybody on who is not really sure that they could earn it? If you would be so brave as to just.
I struggle. I kind of go back and forth. I'm not sure.
Is
I don't know.
Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay, Stephanie, you know what? Okay, and so good. I can pick on you, can I?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you know, the thing about it is we're starting out a new year, and we have to believe in the possibilities. We have some people who thought last year that they wouldn't earn a trip, and they're going to Disney this year. So I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk about it in just a few minutes about the level. Pampered Chef is now rewarding levels with points. So when you're paid at certain levels, you get more points. And it's really making the trip even more achievable. So I really want you to believe in yourself. We are here to help you. We have lots of people that have experience and want to help you get there because, you know, it's win-win. If it's no skin off my nose, if you win, if you go, you know, it only helps and strengthens and you know, I'm going to tell you, get your significant other or your family member on a trip with you, and you will never miss a trip. Do I have anyone on who has earned a Pampered Chef trip before?
I have.
Robert, which one comes to mind? What's your favorite one you've earned so far?
I went on the last Bahamas trip. What was it, 2 or 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it was absolutely fantastic. And my wife went with me, and she's ready to go back.
Is she wondering why you're at home tonight, why you're not out doing a party? No.
Right. I'm actually home painting, so I stopped painting to join the call.
Oh, so glad you did. So glad you did. And Robert, what was the first trip you earned with Pampered Chef?
It was the Bahamas trip, and then the year after that, we went to Amelia Island.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, when you earned the trip, I mean, did you set out believing that you could earn it?
At first, honestly, I was a little skeptic. But once I actually broke down my monthly goals of what I had to do each month, it seemed a little bit more achievable. And even today, I sat down and was kind of tinkering around with the numbers with the new plan and figuring out what I needed to do each month. I haven't got it all the way completed, but this plan almost seems like it's a little bit even more achievable than the old one.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And, you know, and of course you'd expect me. I mean, I've earned at least one trip every year with Pampered Chef for 27 years. So yes, you can do it. And so I'm excited for that. And Stephanie, we're going to help you. We're going to be there to help support you and give you some ideas. And we'll do that in just a few minutes. You know,
Yay, thanks.
Oh, sure. You know, I was listening to a podcast the other day from Ed Milet, who I happened to see when I saw Rachel Hollis in South Carolina in November, and really became a fan of his. But he talked about how our business is like a piñata at a party. You start out hitting the piñata. Has anyone ever hit a piñata before? You kind of keep hitting and you keep hitting, or you keep missing. You know, anybody miss? And you try to hit it harder and nothing happens, and it gets kind of frustrating sometimes, doesn't it?
Yep.
Did that happen with any of you with your businesses in the past?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. And really, quite frankly, doesn't it happen a lot in just life in general?
Yep.
Yeah. So Pampered Chef is really just like life. But, you know, in business, we get discouraged when we hustle hard and heavy and nothing happens, or it doesn't happen as fast as we want, or we don't see the results we want. You know, some people even give up at that point. But an even greater percentage give up when they keep trying, and yet still they don't see the results they want. When finally they stick around and stay the course and don't give up. They see it to the end. They keep doing the things they know to do, and that is our job as leaders, to help you know that, yes, you are doing the right things, or let's tweak this a little bit. That's where we can help you. And the results will come, and the reward comes and it overflows. I've always said that in the beginning, when I first started with Pampered Chef, I wondered if it was worth it. And then I got to the point where it was worth it. And then I wondered if I was really worth this much. Do you understand what I mean? You get there. I mean, you really do get there. So, my friends, please don't give up. And don't give up when it gets hard. And don't sacrifice what you truly want because it gets a little hard. Keep going. Don't walk away before the piñata breaks. When you think about Thomas Edison and when he developed the incandescent bulb, I believe was about 2,000 steps. And can you imagine if he would have given up on the 1999th step? Can you imagine? We'd all be in the dark. We would see each other right now. But I really appreciate the fact that you're on this journey with me because, we all have goals, and the goals are similar, so similar. What it takes to reach those goals are also very similar. So we're really all in the same boat, and that boat leads to the Caribbean. So congratulations on a great 2019. It's going to be a couple of weeks now before I receive all of our stats, but I do have a few things that I can share with you. Our team sales were up from 2019 over 2018. So great job with that. I appreciate your teamwork there. Our recruiting was also up over 2018. Did you know Pampered Chef started publishing the top 50 teams in October? And in October and November, we were in the top 50 of all of the teams in Pampered Chef. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
I think it's great to be part of a team that's so successful. We worked at the executive level, and in December we were also paid at the executive level. Who knows what that means? When it comes to team time and bingo, what happens when we meet executive?
Do the car allowance.
We're going to do the car allowance. This will be our last month of the car allowance. We will be having a new recognition program for, starting in January, which we recognize in February. So since this was the second month in a row we were paid at the executive level, I will be giving out $200 in cash on Tuesday, January 7th for our team time. And we'll play bingo, and then we'll also be changing from bingo. Very similar. We're going to be doing the same type of thing, but with different ways of getting it. And we'll be doing a raffle instead of sending out bingo cards. So I just want to mention a couple of things that are happening this month. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting drunk here. It's really important for you to follow your dreams and believe in yourself. And we're going to start out with talking about some of the things we have going on this month that are really going to help support your business. Did you notice what the new kit is this month for new
blender?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, why is that exciting? Why is that beautiful?
That's a huge discount.
It is a huge discount.
That's an awesome deal. That's a huge opportunity.
It is. It is. Do you think most people understand our cooking blender?
No.
Do all of you have our cooking blender?
I do.
Okay. Well, if you don't, we'll have to work on showing you a way to get that. Hosting a show, of course, is the first way. But I'm really going to encourage you, and we won't go into too much detail about it, but I really encourage you to go live, at least maybe even once a day. Once every other day, go live on your Facebook page. If you have a VIP page, you might want to do a little bit more. But, just show people how much you like using it. And maybe don't always talk about that it's part of the deal, but pique the interest and show people how, oh my gosh. To me, the jam, I could make jam every day. I love making jam in it. And I made soup in it today. And actually what I've done is I'm digressing. I take like bits of vegetables, like maybe the ends of carrots, and I freeze them in a bag. And then when I get about 6 cups, I throw them in the blender with a half of an onion and 3 cups of water and some chicken bouillon and some flavoring. And you've got soup for nothing, So anyway, just little things like that, people will find informational. Let's see now. Now, of course, what can you earn this month with at least $750 in sales?
Tumblr.
It's a Tumblr. It's our 40th anniversary Tumblr. And so that's really exciting. That's, something that's limited edition, and you're going to want to get that. Now, what's great for our hosts this month?
Double
Let
free.
go, man.
Double free
Double free.
after $6.50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we've got some power tools that they can get 60% off. And what do they have a party before the 15th?
Close and cut.
Okay. How many of you are doing virtual parties and have virtual parties starting on Sunday?
I do.
I do.
Excellent, because gosh, you got a couple of days and we can get more of those scheduled too. All right, so I really want you to think about what your goals are for this month. And sometimes we might bite off a little bit more than we can chew, and that's okay, because if you never set ambitious goals for yourselves, you're never going to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Pampered Chef offers these trips. I remember the first time I found out about a trip, I thought, I was kind of like, Stephanie, I'm not sure I can do it, but when you and then Robert said, when you sit down and you really look at the numbers, it's so achievable. So I really want you to believe in the possibilities for yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot easier when you start out in January, believing yourself and making your business very consistent, as opposed to waiting to September or October and playing catch up. Anybody been there?
Been there, done that.
Yeah. All right. So and don't do that, right?
Right.
Be consistent.
It's no good anymore.
Okay, but acknowledge maybe some of the things that didn't quite work out as planned, but then forget them. Think about what you can learn from them, and just think about how you can improve on that. And that's what we're here for. If there's something out there that you need to do, that you feel you need to be better at, because if you feel like you're doing something and you're banging your head against the wall and you feel like it's really hard, you're probably doing it the hard way. And we probably have figured out a way to make that a little bit easier for you, but we can't help you if you don't share that with us. Reflect on 1 to 3 goals that you didn't accomplish, and think about which one you want to target first. So let's talk. Oh, oopsie, I'm good. Sorry, I'm going to be really drunk. I just have to hit the page down key. All right. Did you all see that I posted this in the Joe Pack page?
Yeah.
Who really had a chance to look at it? Was there any one of these leaders that spoke to you? What was impressive to you? If you've got some background noise going on, you may want to mute yourself. I'm hearing some background noise. But I'd love to hear from you, so don't mute yourself if you want to talk. Nobody was impressed by any of these leaders?
I didn't see it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Catching up.
Okay. Well, let me just tell you. Okay, let's pretend, because I think that most of you might be in this boat, okay? Would any of you like to earn $2,600 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So look at this person, leader number 1, who had 1 person in May of 2018. At the end of May of 2019, she had 77 people.
Wow.
She went from no earnings to $2,600 a month in 1 year. Okay. Here's another person. I'm sorry?
Is that just based off of the organization sales, like her overrides, or is that off of her wholesales?
You know what? It is not evident in this, but I'm thinking that it's overrides.
Okay.
Okay, because that would be apples to apples. But
Yeah.
then leader number 2, she ended up with 118 people with 72,000 in sales. She went from consultant to senior consultant, or to senior director. She went from 0 earnings to 3,800 a month.
Wow.
Okay. All right. This is 1 year, you guys. This is 1 year. And so let's anybody want $19,000 a month? I really think, you guys, this is real money. This is actually one of my biggest paycheck was $19,000. I'm telling you, the paychecks spend. All right. So, and they're real. She had 115 people on her team. I'm assuming it's a she. She ended up with 490, which is about the size of our team. She went from 99,000 in sales to 454. Went from 5 directors to 30. Went from $9,800 a month to $1,909, almost to $20,000. So just like I was talking with Stephanie a little bit earlier, you need to believe that this is achievable. And you know, the thing about it is it's achievable because you're looking at it in black and white here. All right, so it's really important that you understand that this is there for you if that's what you want. If you don't want that, that's okay. But it is there for you, and I want you to believe and imagine the possibilities. Any questions on that?
Nope.
No response. Okay, all right. I just want to remind you that, you know, this is the career plan chart. You know, well, I'd love to know from each one of you that, in fact, I'm going to ask you that after you get off this call, I want you to go into this, to the, my original post about this workshop, and please go in there and tell me that you were in this call, because I don't have time to write down everybody's name, but I really want to know who is, you know, who has joined us tonight. Oops, sorry about this. I'm making you drunk again. But do you know where to find this chart? Do you know what the career plan is with Pampered Chef?
In the summary.
It's in, yeah, it's in your career, in your consultant's corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's under, you know, when you look at your summary and under the bottom, it says career plan chart. There's actually a couple places to find it, but this helps you know what the map is. I personally am I find it very, I want to know what I have to do and to get to National Executive Director. So depending on, you know, where you want to be, I know that Kelly has plans to go to Advanced Director, don't you, Kelly?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Woo-hoo.
So, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Karen, can I add one thing?
Yeah, of course.
So one thing that I've recently been doing, and I have been doing for about 6 months, is I have just a spreadsheet that I calculate out, especially for me and my directors, of if I'm paid as a team leader, if I'm paid as a director, or if I'm paid as my new title as advanced director. And then it tells me if I don't make that specific title, how much money I'm actually leaving on the Pampered Chef table that month.
Oh, that's awesome.
That way, it's like a kick in my own butt of, oh my God, I just missed out on a $300 bonus because I didn't make my advanced director title this month.
I forgot to recognize that you were an advanced director, Robert. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, but you're right.
It's really, it's a really big motivator, especially whenever you calculate it out every single month when you're not paid as your specific title, of how much money you're truly leaving on that table. So.
Very good. Yeah, and I don't think too many people would sneeze at $300 a month. I mean, that's a nice chunk of money. That's a card payment for a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me go to the next one. And so this, I wanted to talk a little bit about the trip. You know, we talked about the trip, and what I really like, and we're going to be doing recognition based on this, is that Pampered Chef is now giving us points for whatever level you want. So, you know, Robert's getting $1,500 a month every time he's paid at his level for the trip. And I'm getting 3,000 points. Kelly's getting 1,000 points. So you're going to want to reach a level so that you can earn points for the trip. Any questions on that? Okay, so let's go. So how do we do this? Well, the teams that are exploding follow this. Set up 4 virtual parties each week. I'm really going to encourage you to work today or tomorrow. I mean, you could make some messages tonight. Tonight, and schedule 4 parties to start on next week. I usually run mine Monday through Saturday, however you run them. I really encourage you. I like it when it's a system for myself. And why do we recommend 4? Because 1 might stink, 1 will sink, 2 will produce sales. You might have 4 great parties. You might have a couple that aren't so good. I mean, I don't know if any of you have experienced that you can be doing the same thing and in 4 parties, and 2 are excellent and 2 aren't so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so make sure you're setting up 4 parties each week, and then move to the next week. And it's also terrific because you're going to get a paycheck. You're going to get a paycheck as of January 21st, and won't that be nice? Anybody have a couple extra bills left from the holidays? Or did you have anybody have a cash-free Christmas because of Pampered Chef? I'm sorry, a debt-free Christmas. I can say I did. Debt-free Christmas. So
I did, Karen, Judy. I did.
Judy, awesome. Great job, Judy. You know, and you know what? Share that. Share what Pampered Chef did for you. I mean, even if it paid for, you know, the kids' presents or whatever, really try to share that, because, you know, a lot of people would identify with that, especially if they've thought about having a business and they'd like to take advantage of the January promotion. Okay, so, and one of the things we're going to talk more about, and if you've been through the Dash, you've noticed that Pampered Chef is really encouraging you that for every 4 parties you do, so if you're doing 4 parties next week, you want to add 1 person to your team. And again, that's something that we'll work on. We'll give you some ideas on how you can build relationships with people in your party. You know, start talking with them throughout the party, and then take it through personal messaging, and, you know, let them know. All I've done is I've checked in here a couple of times a week, or a couple of times a day, and I'm getting paid this much. And before you know it, they're going to want to join your team. So, you know, again, you know, get into the system that's just that automatic. Every time I do 4 parties, I'm adding a person to my team. Any questions on that? Bless you. Bless you. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay. You know what, you guys, I'm not elaborating. You know, putting 4 shows on your calendar. I know that some of you might struggle with the wording a little bit, and we are here to help you with the scripting. I'm not going to go into that right now, but there are, you know, scripts in Joe Pack. We can also post more, but that's basically what it takes. Just getting in there and getting those shows scheduled. One of the things, and I'm going to post a video for you to watch on making 25 contacts, 25 recruiting contacts per month, and 25 booking contacts a month. Can you all see me? Can you look? Do you see this? It's a 50-cent folder. Okay, it does not have to be elaborate. If you're digital, do it digital. But just, you know, have a book that you keep your contacts in, and it's going to make it easier for you to follow up. Because you guys, it's all about the follow up. It's not about, you can sow your seeds, but if you don't follow up with your seeds, you're being very passive in your business. And you know, we talk about that in our training too. All right, so I wanted to share with you our goals for 2020. Our organization sales, we're going to look for $3 million in sales this year. We are looking for 800 new team members. That I'm going to tell you right now, that is a big, bold goal. We are doubling our recruiting efforts for this year, and I need each and every one of you to be, you know, part of that. And and on Tuesday, I'm going to announce a fun little activity we're going to do every time we add someone to our team. So, you know, and I'll talk about that in just a second. We're looking for 20 new directors on our team this year. Again, if that is something that you would like to raise your hand and make that a bold goal for yourself, Kelly did it, and I know that all of you can do it. And we're going to be announcing a program to help you get there, and help make that a reality for you. And then, of course, promote our team to national level by the end of the year. So those are our goals for the year. And, you know, you guys, I can't do it by myself. I need you. So that is what I wanted to share with you about the possibilities and the goals that we have as a team. Now, how many of you would like to share how you fit in there? Well, what do you think about those goals? What would you like to see happen for your business this year? Anybody want to share? Oh my gosh.
I'd like to add some new people to my team.
I'm sorry?
I said I would like to add some new members to my team.
You would? And tell me, how many people would you like to add to your team? Can we put a number there?
Well, I have two now, but one that's just active.
Okay. All right.
Just have one. So, 3, I guess. 3
3.
to 4. Yeah,
Oh.
within the 6 months.
Okay. All right. That's an excellent goal. That's an excellent goal, and we can work on that. Would you be interested in being part of a coaching group in order to help your recruiting?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Excellent. Thanks. Who else would like to share what they'd like to accomplish this month or this year?
I will, Karen.
Who's Kelly?
I don't know if everybody else is aware of this, but there's a new training program for directors called Lead the Way. And it actually starts tomorrow. And part of the requirements for that is between January 1st and April 30th of this year, I have to recruit 8 people and advance to advanced director. The requirements for my training. So it's different webinars and Zoom meetings and things like that. So once you get to director, they've got this program that they will help get you to advanced director. So I'm really excited about that and to see how this is going. So my goal for the year would actually be to double that. So if I can pull off another 16 on my team on top of the 12 or 11 I have, that would put me close to 30 members on my team.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to just refer you back to Kelly. And it's one thing for Pampered Chef to offer the class. It's another thing for you to agree to be part of it. So big kudos to you for stepping out in faith to do that. But okay, so Kelly, how many people do you have on your team right now?
I have 11.
Look
12
at this.
counting me.
Look at this. Look at this. Here's 11. This is where you're starting. How would you like to have 80 in a year?
Well, that would be incredible.
How would you like your check, how would you like your checks to be $29.17?
I think I would faint.
No, you wouldn't faint. You'd spend it. You know what? And really just thank you so much for being honest there. I'm trying to find where I can stop share here. I'm having a hard time. But this is important why we talk about it, and we go back to I'm trying to figure out, God darn it, I think I'm knowing, here's stop share. That's why it's really important that we talk about that. And Kelly, this is also excellent while you're going to find that you're going to meet new people as part of this group, and you're going to be networking with other people and building relationships. I mean, I have friends that I've built, I've known now for 27 years with Pampered Chef, and they become lifelong friends of mine. And this is what's going to happen to you too. And it's a beautiful part of our business, along with the possibilities that we just talked about. So
yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Excellent. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Anyone else who'd like to share what their goals are? And your goals are your goals. They're not anybody else's goal. Diana, can you hear me?
Hey, Karen, can I add one thing?
I'd love it. You could add us 2 things.
Just into your comment about building relationships with other people in this business is 5 years ago, I would have never known Karen had I not been invited to her director retreats that she was hosting. But actually not this weekend, but next weekend, we're both going to Maryland. Just so happened to see her in one of the Facebook groups. Can't wait to give you a big hug around the neck. Just thank you for all of your support and leadership. You have definitely been amazing over the last couple of years. So,
well, I've learned as much from you, Robert. Absolutely, But and thank you for bringing that up. And it is, I am very excited to be able. Like Robert said, I've done director retreats for a lot of years, and this year I've decided to attend others, and so I can get more ideas and share ideas. And that's what's great. That it makes us more valuable as consultants and leaders, and because we'll have more information to share. This is one of the great reasons, and Kelly and Robert, you can attest to this, and Diana, I don't know if you're speaking or not, but one of the great things about moving up the ladder is the training that you get, and that you have so much to share with your team, right, Kelly?
Yeah.
I mean, it's made you more valuable to your team. And
I'd like to think so.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, for sure. And you guys, that's the benefit of us being an executive team. And one of the reasons I want to get to national is because now what happens is I meet as a national, I would be able to meet. Oh no, they're going to start barking now. As a national, I get to meet with, well, it's going to be Andrew, our CEO, and we get to share ideas, and I really get to know, and I get to bring back all the ideas that Pampered Chef is, coming from the home office from the very top, and we have an input. If something's going on and you share with me a thought, I could take that to the home office, and I could take that right to Andrew because I'm a national director, and I get to go to the rounds, the chairman's circle is what they call it, meetings. So, and so it really is wonderful to be able to build that, and to Robert's point, 27 years ago, all 500 of us, we would not know each other as a team, and then I get a lifetime friends that I've been able to meet. I can honestly say, and you guys might see this because we're getting ready to do some little retiring, and we might be hitting the road in an RV, and who knows, I might end up in your driveway. You just never know. So, and I love that idea. I just love the idea that I really know that I can be anywhere in this country and I have a friend. And that's because of this amazing business. So I'm going to encourage you all and to think about who you know. And I'm going to encourage you to go back to the old-fashioned Frank's list. Make a list of the people that you know. If you're not familiar with the Frank's list and you need a little bit of training on that, make sure to join us on a Sunday evening for new consultant training. And go back to that list and think about who you know. Think about who could use some help with the kitchen. Think about who might want to travel. Robert talked about going to the Caribbean 3 years ago. It's probably the best trip he's ever had. Like he said, his best trip, and it was free. And how many people do you know that would love to maybe make some money and then get a free trip? Because a lot of people got a turkey at Christmas, right? Anybody, some people get a turkey, we get a trip.
Oh.
Got it.
Call me crazy, but I like that. So anyway, we've got less than a minute. I want to say thank you. I hope that you felt that this was worth your time. I hope that you will work to get shows on your calendar for Sunday. And don't forget to join us on Tuesday night for our Team Time Bingo, our last Team Time Bingo, and some new announcements for recognition, okay?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Bye.
Karen.
Happy New Year.